Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Group Discoveries, and we'll be presenting assignment 2. I'm Omar Rashid Ahmed. Maybe you can skip the next person, who is Imad.
Hello everyone. My name is Mansour Imad.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohsin Ali.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammad Umair Khayyam.
Anika, your mic is on mute.
Hello, and my name is Anika Asad.
Okay. We have a 3 parts to present, which is going to be Flutter, how to set up the Flutter framework, which is the framework we are using, which is going to be the first the point, which is going to be discussed by Mohsin and Omair. You guys maybe can start presenting.
Sure. So first of all, you can just go to Flutter documentation. Here are like the hardware requirements. You can go through the hardware requirements. Then there is software requirements. You can see the software requirements from here, and now how to install the Flutter SDK and how to use it in the VS Code. So first, the first step is that you can just launch your VS Code, and then just open the command palette and press Ctrl+Shift+P. In the command palette, just type Flutter. Select Flutter new project. VS Code prompts you to locate the Flutter SDK on your computer. If you have Flutter SDK installed, click Locate SDK. If you don't have Flutter SDK installed, click SDK. This option sends you to an install page if you have not installed Git for Windows as directed in the development tool prerequisites. When prompted which Flutter template, ignore it, press escape. You can create a test project after checking your development setup. Now we'll give you a demo and I'll pass to Umar.
Okay, so once you have actually completed all the requirements and all the specifications that's listed in the documentation, you can simply open VS Code. I will just share my screen for now. All right. So once we are here, as instructed, you open the command palette first, and you can see here you will have the option of Flutter new project. In the event that you don't see this option, you can always go to the extensions, and you have to make sure you have library installed. As you can see here, we have the Dart library installed. Sometimes the option does not come if the Dart library is not installed. So once you're done, you can simply just go and create a Flutter new project. We're just going to do a skeleton application or an application. So for this, we're just going to use the application. Once that, it will prompt you to select a folder where you have connected your SDK with it. So I think my SDK is located in here. So I will just select this as my application, and then it should just make all the files available. So we're just going to do Flutter demo for now. Okay. Fuck. Okay, wait. So we're just waiting for the command. Yeah, as you can see, we have all the libraries and all the directories that we have already that we are supposed to have, and you can see this is the skeleton application that is supposed to be created once you have done. So right now, all it's doing is just resolving some dependencies. As you can see, Dart tools are the dependencies, and once it's completed, you can see your application code is in the lib.main, which is this one. So this is our basic Flutter application. If you run it, then you're supposed to see a Flutter logo along with the UI. So I will now pass on to the next person.
Okay, thank you so much. I think that is how you set up the Flutter framework. And simply, if you want to create a new application, you can open your command prompt and just type Flutter create a new project, the name of the project, then it will simply create the project and you can open it using the VS Code. The second part, which is going to be talking about the RESTful API and how we used it. So the first part is going to be discussed by Emad. So Emad, you can talk about the first part, which is getting the API, URL and creating the API. So I think you can see my code, right?
Yeah, I can see it. So today I'm going to do the demonstration about the Dart code about the API with the RESTful web service. The purpose of this code is to perform a CRUD operation about create, read, update, and delete. So using the HTTP request, it will be working on through the initial part of the code, which include importing necessary package and defining the API service class. So first of all, we have the Dart convert. This package is used for encoding and decoding the JSON data. And we have the package http.dart. This package allows us to make the HTTP request. And lastly, we have the item.dart. This is a custom module class that represents the data structure of our items. So next, we define our API service class. We have the API service. This class will contain methods for making API calls, and the API URL is this is the base URL for our API endpoints. So now let's move on to the get item. Methods which retrieves a list of items from the API. So we have a future list item, get item. This method returns features that resolve to a list of items objects. And we have the URL pass API URL. This line sends an HTTP GET request to the specific URL. And we have response states code. Checks if the response states is to 200, and we have JSON decode. Here we can decode the JSON response body into a part object. And lastly, we have to list. This one is about the maps, the JSON object to item. Interacting and convert them into a list. And then moving to the create item method, which sends a post request to create a new item. So for the features, this method return a feature that resolve to an item object, and the HTTP post send an HTTP post request. And headers, it sets the content type to JSON, and we have JSON encoder. It encodes the item object into a JSON string, and the response state code checks if the response state is 201 created, and lastly, the item form convert the JSON response body into an item object. So this conduct the walkthrough of this entire part of the API. Now Anika can continue from here.
So I'm going to talk about the update item. This function, the update item function, update an item on a server and returns the updated item if it's successful. It sends a put request to update an item on the server and returns the updated item if successful. Here the header specifies the content type as JSON, and the body converts the item obtained to a JSON string. Secondly, we have the delete item. The delete item function deletes an item from the server and doesn't return the value. It sends a delete request to remove an item from the server and doesn't return a value. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. This is for the part of the API. As Emma said, we're using the .convert to play with the API URL. to convert from the JSON whatever API to and from. We're using the model to store the data we got from here, which is later being posted using the screens here, the item screen. So this is for the get item. We get an item from the URL using the get method. We are creating item using the post method. And then we have the update method, whereby we use the boot method with the item ID. The boot method is for updating the item. So we're using the ID, this specific ID, to update certain item. Then we have the delete item, whereby we use also ADI to delete a certain specific item based on the ID selected. This is for the part of the URL API, RESTful API. And then we are going to the next part, which is going to be the demonstration, which is going to be done by me. So first of all, as you can see, we are getting the items, which is the get method, which is discussed by Imad. So as you can see, we have a list of items which we get from this JSON whatever placeholder, this API URL. Then we have 3 more functions. That's the first one. Then the second one, we have whereby a user can create a new item. You can insert the, for example, the body. For example, let's say software construction. Then we have the body, which is, for example, let's put my name, Omar, for example. And then we can save assembly. And then it will be posted into the whatever the API URL, and it will be converted to a JSON API URL, which is going to be posted here. You can see it will appear at the end, the thing you add. Then the second thing is you can update actually the item. You can update the item. You can see you are getting the item from here. You can update it and actually finish, for example, construction. And then you can put here Omar Rashid again. This will update the item. This will update the item. And the last part which we have is deleting the item. We get the deleting the item we get. So basically, if I delete here, it will delete the item. Let me try one more thing. As you can see here, it updates successfully also. So this is all from us. I think I didn't click save. That's why the previous one did not update. But still, you can edit whichever part you want to edit, and it will successfully edit. For example, if I just edit the body here to Omar Rashid and save, it will update. So you can see it updated. So this is all from us, I think. Thank you so much. We'll see you again later, inshallah.